Okay, the next example is about convex mirror. Therefore, we're going to identify the characteristics of the image formed by convex mirror. So, as seen on the screen, convex mirror forms images by causing reflected rays to diverge. So this is the reflected ray. It's diverging, right? Okay. Making them appear to emanate from behind the mirror. As shown in the illustration, light rays seems to diverge at the surface of the convex mirror. So we need to draw extensions. We need to draw these extensions, okay, of rays behind the mirror to find the point where these extensions meet. In this instance, they intersect, okay, at the focus behind the mirror. We call this as virtual focus. Okay. Then, uh, looking at the convex mirror, if we are going to completely draw the sphere, so that's the reason why we have the curvature, that's the center of the sphere, and then the focus, the virtual focus. So that's the part that we are using. That's why we have the convex mirror. Okay? Now, so how do we work on the ray diagramming of a convex mirror? Let's try to check it. Let's have first, when we can draw the principal ray diagram for convex mirror image formation, we will use the same rules for the two principal rays that we have used for the concave mirrors earlier. So specifically, we can follow the same, we can follow these steps. So let's start. We are going to draw ray 1 from the tip of the object, from the tip of the object. Make sure that it is parallel to the principal axis and goes to the mirror. Just like the same, right? From the tip of the object, okay? So actually it will diverge, right? This is the reflected ray. This is the reflected ray. But we assume that after which, where will it go? It will be passing through the focus. Parallel to virtual focus. Same with ray 1. Okay? From the previous discussion in concave mirrors. Ray 2, we can use the ray diagram that is passing through the curvature. Okay, so reflect ray 1, it seems that it animates from the virtual focus behind the mirror. That's what we mean. This means we have to draw extensions, okay, of the reflected ray. Now, for ray 2, from the tip of the object passing through the virtual center of the mirror. So, from the tip of the object, it will pass through the virtual center. That's where will it go? Okay, that's where it will go, rather. So, we try to draw. I hope that's straight enough. Okay, it passes there. Let's assume that you had drawn it carefully on your paper. Now, um, we use broken lines, right, to indicate that it's behind the mirror, to indicate that's in the virtual side. We will find now. the point of intersection of the extended rays. We call these as extended rays, okay? This is where the tip of the image is. So where's the intersection? Here. Is that clear? This is where the tip of the image is. So we draw the rest of the image for the principal axis there. Thus, the image formed is, let's try to identify it first. Salt. What's the size of the image? It is reduced or diminished. What's the attitude or orientation? It is upright. Where is the location? Okay. It is found behind the mirror. Okay, behind the mirror. And therefore, what type? Okay, the type is virtual, right? Okay, that is convex mirror. For a convex mirror, it doesn't matter how close the object is placed in front of the image. So whether you place the object here, you place it here, okay, the image is always diminished. It just varies how much smaller the virtual object compared to the real object. Okay, so the image formed by a convex mirror is virtual, it is upright, it is diminished. Okay, no matter what the object distance is. So this is the image formation by convex mirror.